Good evening, everyone. Tom here, Cinema Attacks. We are live with Scott. We're waiting on Eli. He's obviously he's the rock star of the group, so he's got to show up fashionably late, or maybe he died. Let's hope it's let's hope it's option A. Um, Scott, say hello.
Hello. Glad to be here. I have a confession to make. You might want to not have me on the show anymore when you hear it. Um, it's hard to even say, but I find Sydney Sweeney attractive, and apparently that makes me a bad person.
Well, you're a Nazi, at minimum.
Right.
But
Right.
that
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be that, but I can't lie to myself either. So I don't know. I don't know what to do.
well,
My claim to fame is Sydney Sweeney actually grew up here where I live.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
oh, is that?
Not that I ever met her or anything.
No. That's enough for you to say that you know her.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we could have like driven past each other. We could have been in a mall. I'm substantially older than she is. She would have been like a little kid.
I grew up one town over from where Jason Newsted grew up, and everyone I knew was personal friends with Jason Newsted after he joined Metallica. So
I didn't know he was from Michigan.
yeah,
I always assumed Arizona because of Flotsam being an Arizona band.
no, he grew up in Gull Lake, Michigan, like a little suburb of Kalamazoo.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sydney Sweeney thing.
Yeah.
I will say the way I equate it, because I think there's like a line in the Woody Allen movie Sleeper that sort of she will get you someone who has blonde hair and blue eyes, and sort of the connotation like this is a Nazi eugenic thing.
Yeah.
But it is true they would like Nazis would kidnap babies with blonde hair and blue eyes, and also they had a program where if like a teenage girl was impregnated, sexually assaulted or something, and she had blonde hair and blue eyes, they would force her to have the baby.
Yeah.
So in fairness, if someone like if there's a character in the Woody Allen movie that tells Woody like, hey, look at her over there, she's got blonde hair and blue eyes, that's got good genes, like he would quip like, oh, all right, yeah, she's a Aryan princess, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're sort of read a lot about the Nazis, that's like the first thing that comes to mind when somebody says that.
Yep.
But I'm assuming that was by accident, because that's a big leap from, we celebrate all colors and figures to now, Nazi eugenics.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That
The
would
long
be
con.
that's a huge pivot from, because then they have like an ad. I saw somebody posted they had an ad with I forgot the singer's name, but
American
I
Eagle.
I don't know these these modern pop singers, but I'm saying, they have never previously done anything that you could construe as racist, and to go from that to we're pro-Nazi eugenics, that's a gigantic leap.
Yeah.
I'm in the Occam's razor side of what's more likely, that they were secret Nazis all along, or they're a company wanting to sell their product and are trying to figure out the best way to do that. And they tried the body positive diversity thing for a while, and then when that was petering out, they look, hey, remember hot girls? That used to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably thought that's what people would complain about. It's just like, hey, she's hot, that's sexist, and that's how they probably thought they were being racy.
Yeah, I think so too. I was torn when it first was brought to my attention, at first I was like, I don't see anything at all in here. But then the more I watched it and the more, I thought about it, and the more I watched, look through other people's perspectives, I kind of get it. I mean, I get it, but I guess I don't see it as fully, like, trying to be malicious or flirting. I don't know, or flirting with eugenics.
Yeah, I just think it was an accident, but
I really do too.
But in a vacuum, if someone says, like I said, blonde hair, blue eyes is good gene.
Right.
That
Exactly.
you can go to several Nazi quotes that basically say the same thing. So that's where my head goes, and certain people, if you sort of read up on the Holocaust and watched Holocaust documentaries, you know.
I think they should take it down. I think they should take it down and redo it. You can still use Sydney. In fact, I highly suggest you do. But change it up.
Yeah, they can just dub her voiceover and be like, I got titties. And then
or it could just be silent completely and people would still watch it. I mean, let's face it, her dialogue wasn't really selling the jeans anyways. No one likes to listen to Sydney talk.
Yeah.
She can't act for shit. Although she can. Have you guys seen so I'm not going to go off on a tangent. Have you guys seen Immaculate from a couple years back?
No. I've actually never seen her in anything.
Last year, I think. She is really good in it, but she also is bad in it. Like she's really good when like she's doing really dramatic stuff, but like her normal regular acting is pretty bad. But then she somehow ratchets it up. But it's a really good movie. I liked it a lot.
I did not see that. I did see something with her. I'm looking up the name of it.
Tom did not see that. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good job.
I think you guys would both probably like it.
And James and Simon, how's it going? So James referenced Handmaid's Tale, which I have not seen, but I got the book, and the book is actually behind me. I have a little book stand.
It's fucking rough.
So you can see the cover barely.
Okay. I've heard didn't the book, Tom, come out in like the 60s or 70s?
I didn't think it was that old.
Because I was talking with a buddy about that, and he's like, it's like I thought it was like maybe it was the 80s. I just named 3 decades. Maybe it was the 90s. Fuck, who knows?
Yeah.
It was one of those.
It was either last year or the Roaring 20s. one of the two.
Yeah. I like to go in 100-year comfort buffer.
Way to commit.
I'm never wrong about anything fully. No, but about the book though, I've heard the book is just super intense and way before its time, from what I'm starting to understand. But the show is fucking heavy as hell.
Oh, I thought she was pretty good in Nocturne, where she's like the pianist. Yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
She's a pianist at a fancy classical institution, and like the stress is getting to her. So it's like a psychological horror movie.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I take it back. I've seen one thing that she was in that I didn't realize it was her, because I just rewatched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
And I did not realize she was one of the Manson girls.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. See, Quentin knew.
That's a crazy assemblage of actresses. Like Danielle Harris is one of them.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith's daughter is one of them.
Margaret Qualley. And then what's her face?
First time seeing Margaret Qualley, I believe, was in that movie. I was like, oh my God, Andie MacDowell's daughter. Obviously. Yeah,
once you see it, you can't unsee it.
No. And
I didn't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, and then I saw
neither
The Leftovers, which I think she did before.
Yeah.
I was like, why does that girl look so familiar? And I had to look it up. I was like, oh my god, she's the freaking
she's Andy
the
McDowell's
barefoot
clone.
girl.
yeah, the barefoot girl, and she's great. I think she's got a future for sure.
There's always one barefoot girl.
I mean, yeah, you gotta specify. They're the hippie girl.
Sometimes 2 or 3.
Well, there's actually 2 in that movie.
Yeah, there's a Margot Robbie, right?
Yeah,
the dirty Australian. Only Australian girls, they only walk around barefoot, I think.
Yeah,
and I'm getting.
I don't remember if I said this before, but we were watching it again, and my wife was like, "Why do the feet have to be dirty?" It's like, I don't know. I guess it makes it better. I don't know.
He needs something to clean with his mouth.
Yeah. because
he has an
Tarantino's a
end.
dirty
Be like, honey, do you need a cleaner so he can get it in there?
Dude,
I was thinking. Mikey Madison is what I was thinking of. Thanks.
Oh yeah, Mikey from Honora.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Go do a very English thing right now, and I gotta go grab my tea. I'll be right back. So, I'm gonna have tea with Simon.
La-di-da.
Yeah, Simon, grab your tea. I'm gonna go grab mine.
Get some biscuits while you're out.
And fish and chips and biscuits
and beans on toast. I have to be culturally insensitive now with my new identity that I have.
So I'm getting ahead of myself, but that the Westwood Theater that Margot Robbie goes to in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I used to work. I used to work across the street from there.
Oh, cool.
So I remember in particular they would have movie premieres there. I remember Me, Myself, and Irene premiered there, and I was working that night, and that's all I saw. I didn't
like a full on red carpet premiere type deal.
Yeah, but I didn't see anybody. So I remember like walking to go get lunch or something or dinner that night or something. I don't remember what I was looking up, but
okay.
Forget it. Well, I guess I can ask, what have you been watching?
Not much actually, because I've been gone all week.
Do you have any interesting stories?
Excuses, Scott. Bullshit.
Excuses, I know. Well, I'll do my part for Canadian tourism and tell you about Niagara Falls. My son actually summarized it on the second day. He's like, "Oh, we can see it from a different angle."
Exactly.
That's basically what you go around. You can see it kind of from below, and then you can go above, and then you go from the side, and then you go on a boat, and then look at it that way. That's kind of what you do. I mean, it's cool. It's cool if you've never seen it. It's pretty astounding, like piece of nature. But after, by the time we were leaving, I was pretty much done with it. So,
so
I won't be rushing back.
I take it your son has seen it from the New York side. Is that what you were referencing?
Oh well, yeah, we did the New York side. Then we went over and stayed on the Canada side. But over there, it's
so you did it all.
You can go out. You can go like down through the old power station, and then go down through the tunnel. And there's a viewing platform down there. So it really is just like you're just walking around, seeing it from different areas.
Yeah. Oh, so you did the whole thing.
Tourist trap shit too. It's crazy expensive there.
I'm already not interested in going.
I would say if you're near it, it's worth stopping and checking it out, but I wouldn't spend a lot of time there.
That's fair. It's a family thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have done it without them.
No, it's either a family thing or like I don't know if it still is. It used to be like a big newlywed thing to go there. So there's a lot of like a lot of hotels with heart-shaped beds and fuck tubs.
Oh, dude, I like the Dumb and Dumber hotel.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, sign me up. The uncut version of Dumb and Dumber. Have you guys seen that one where there's like extra banging? Like when they're in their tub, you could just hear people banging next door, like really loud, and the whole time that they're talking, like the whole scene, you hear banging. And that's not in the theatrical version.
So yeah, the only thing I've really watched is I've been trying to keep up on the G1 tournament, and yeah, so nothing really to report movie-wise besides what we watched for today.
Yeah, James mentioned a Filipino horror movie, Scarecrow. I'm not aware of that. I've seen a few Filipino movies. I have a couple of really weird ones that are like sort of kid fantasy for Ray Harryhausen type knockoff deals.
That sounds cool.
That are super low budget. So it's like a kid warrior fighting giant monsters.
Hell yeah.
But made for like $500. And one of them's called Boy God. And then I can't remember the name of the other one. The other one it's a girl warrior with a sword and a shield, but it's like at the time it takes place in like the 80s, and then like she goes back to the past to fight monsters or something. But they're super entertaining and super cheap.
It sounds fun.
But I can't think of like modern Filipino movies that I've seen. Scott, you're a traitor.
For going to a filthy foreign country. It's the 51st state. I figured it was okay.
Yeah, I mean they let you back in.
They did, yeah. Everybody was nice there. I saw one gentleman that had a hat and a shirt that said "Canada's not for sale." That was really the only or what could be construed as anti-American sentiment, I guess. But you can't really blame him for that.
No.
We want to take your country.
Yeah, sovereign nations don't tend to like to be threatened,
I wanted to buy that hat, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm sure it's not a popular tourist hat, so I don't know where this guy got it.
Only actual Canadians.
Right? Yeah.
Someone wore a T-shirt that said, "Please don't bomb me," and you're like, "What is this anti-American propaganda?
Yeah.
How dare you?"
Look at this woke asshole. Scott just like pushes him down.
We're bombing you extra hard now.
I will sign that bomb now, like that fucking Disturbed guy did.
So metal.
Fuck Canada, son. Scott Wilkins. Scott W. Sorry, I won't say it. You used to go by your name publicly, so I guess I could say that.
I don't care. Whatever.
It's a generic white guy name, anyways.
Yeah, it is.
I mentioned it before, but I've just seen the first two Final Destinations. I might have seen the third one, but I do not remember it if I did.
I've heard only the first two are good. That's the general consensus, right? Up till the new one.
I had a good time watching all of them. But here's how awesome they are, I guess. I was having a very hard time remembering if I saw part 5, and I had to look it up and read the synopsis. I was like, oh, I think I saw that. So it wasn't real memorable.
Maybe that's the one that I heard was actually, no, I take it back. I think that's the one that people say is bad and all the others are good.
Okay. Yeah, I did see that it's the new one's streaming now. I'll definitely watch it.
It's good. It's totally good. I'd recommend it.
I was at work. I was listening to podcasts, remembering Hulk Hogan, various ones. So since you were talking about wrestling, um,
I always like to remember Hulk Hogan.
remembering the life and career of Hulk Hogan.
Yes. Oh,
Not
God.
like I forgot he died. I forgot he was even alive. But like the Jim Cornette one was actually really good because he talked about his entire career up until he got into the WWF. So all of his early career.
Terry
'Cause
Hogan or whatever he went by.
yeah, because he was like Terry the Hulk Boulder at one
Oh
point.
yeah, Terry Boulder or whatever. Yeah.
But interestingly, Cornette said he never really interacted much with Hulk Hogan,
Oh,
even though they actually worked together in 1978. Cornette was the photographer at Memphis when Hogan was there at Memphis, but like he barely interacted with him. But he did a really good job, just like going through his entire career up until he got famous. So, and then I rewatched WrestleMania 6, but I skipped through most of it.
You watch the highlights.
Yeah. Because that was the first pay-per-view I ever watched live. Was that one?
What year was that?
1990.
90. Okay. I likely watched that one too because I had a buddy growing up that his mom would get him all the pay-per-views. So early 90s, I saw quite a few up until like 95.
So yeah, for me, like even though they're definitely not the best WrestleManias, they're the ones I've watched the most that have the most nostalgia factor are number 3 and number 6.
mm-hmm.
And partially because the Warrior versus Hogan at the time was such a huge deal.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of other pretty good matches on there, but a lot of it sucks. But
Warrior and Hogan, two guys that would get tired after 30 seconds.
yeah, but I still love that match.
Yeah.
Even though people shit on Warrior for good reason.
Yeah.
I still love the WrestleMania 6 and the WrestleMania 7 match with Savage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are still honestly two of my favorite matches.
Yeah. Savage.
I know sort of the Smark opinion of Hogan Warrior was, oh, they practiced that match for 2 months and Pat Patterson put it together. It's like, who cares? I don't care. Yeah. Like it was cool. Yeah. It was. I mean, it's what wrestling should be. You accentuate the positive. These two guys who, neither one of them are really the best workers, but they've got charisma and strength, and so you make up these spots where test of strength, and one throws one down, one throws the other down, just building the drama. And yeah, it's not a work rate match, but I always enjoyed it.
No, it needed to be a spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other part is, Jesse and Gorilla are so good, and the way the story is, it's like it's a 50-50, like either guy could win. That's how they did it. And then it really, I think Jesse was one of the best parts of it because he always sides with the heel, but then for that match he's like down the middle, like this could go either way, and he's really selling that, like he's that really just added to the story of it. And also one of my absolute favorite promos of all time is on that show, which is the Jake the Snake promo he cuts on DiBiase.
Oh yeah.
How DiBiase, people grovel for his money, but he at the end of WrestleMania 6, DiBiase will be the one groveling for money, his very own, whatever. But that's like a top 5 promo.
I love Jake.
Like along with Hard Times, Dusty Rhodes, and it's hard to pick a single Flair promo, but
oh yeah,
I always go to the Mick Foley anti-hardcore promos in ECW.
Anything Mick Foley did was awesome. Yeah, I do the Macho Man promos myself. Those are my most revisited over the years, I think.
Yeah, but it's hard for me to pick one. I'd have to
Yeah.
go through and really, because the one
Oh,
that
I can pick one. I can pick one.
one that people pick is cream of the crop.
Yeah. That's not mine, but that's mine is the one with with him and Hogan talking about joining forces for the first time and rocketing into the stratosphere. And
Oh yeah.
that's my favorite. That's my all-time favorite. It's so fucking dumb. I think Hogan might be dumber than Macho Man in that one though, like even more ridiculous. And that's the notoriously coked out promo too, which I'm sure most of them were for a time period, but that one is like the one that's called the coked out promo.
I haven't really had urge to revisit any Hogan stuff, but if I definitely want to go back eventually and watch the Japan stuff that I haven't seen, because I've only seen a few things. But technically, the first IWGP champion was Hulk Hogan, right? On accident, but it did happen. He accidentally knocked out Inoki or something. Well, Inoki got knocked out somehow.
I love the early pictures of Hulk Hogan when he's like a teenager and he already looks like he's 35.
Yeah.
He didn't look any different, really. I'm like, holy shit. And he was huge, fucking huge. Like him at like 17, 18 years old. He was already like a full grown man. You know, he was a giant.
Well, I think he was like he started out like at 320 when he started at some point, and then so when he was at top, he was about 300. He was actually smaller, and then when he was
slim down, it was more toned.
Then and then he got off the steroids, and then so the NWO he was like 280 or something.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
that was hard work and diet and taking your vitamins.
He stopped praying.
Tom, have you not seen his workout video from the 90s?
Where he injects stuff into his arm. the needle workout.
He's doing pull-ups and stuff. He's teaching you how to eat right, and I think he brushes his teeth too. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was the thing though in wrestling back then, like especially in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Like you'd see this guy, and he looks like he's 48 years old, and then when you look it up, it's like, no, he's 26.
Yeah, that just goes to show, just how old people look back then in general, you know. Plus wrestling and abuse and stuff, I guess. But
smoking 3 packs a day and
living on the road.
Yep.
Yeah. Not good for even the healthiest of those dudes, it seems like. Maybe Lex Luger, because he had the power of Jesus.
Yeah,
well, and steroids.
And steroids, yeah.
I mean, what a combo! Jesus and steroids, you're unstoppable. You know, all you need is money.
He's kind of stoppable now. he's wheelchair bound.
Yeah, he's very stoppable now. Yeah, you're right. Ooh, Von Erichs. Ooh. I liked it. Yeah, Iron Claw.
Yeah. Because it made me tear up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that got to me, because I had seen 2 different documentaries about it before I watched the movie. I was just already familiar with the story. The scene that got to me was when Kerry goes to heaven and revisits his brothers.
Yeah.
Partially because I really was not expecting that.
Me either. It was really dark. I mean, it was, maybe not dark, but it hit heavy. Heavy is the word.
Yeah, and arguably, like the real story is even darker.
It is. Yeah. Scott knows all about it. Yeah.
Yeah, what got me was at the end. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, no. I like that movie a lot. I will admit, like, and we would all agree on this is, there's some things that should have been done differently, and sometimes the pacing was a little too. Some scenes were a little rushed, but it should have been either a longer movie. It should have been a longer movie, I think, but. Maybe they weren't allowed to, or maybe I guess 3-hour movies are hard to market, but I think it should have been a 3-hour movie.
I was kind of poo-pooing it before I saw it because I'd seen like the Ric Flair clip and I was like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. Like they couldn't get a better guy than that. And hearing other like wrestling nerds talk about it and how they're kind of fast and loose with what happened when, and then when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, none of that shit matters. It's not what it's about. It's not a documentary." So
no. Yeah, it's a movie.
Though they really could have got a better Ric Flair. Come on.
Yeah,
that was
was
pathetic.
bad.
I kind of liked him because there is like one inflection that he does really well. So he like won me over with that because I'm like, oh yeah, that one inflection I think is probably really hard to do because no one else is Ric Flair. But yeah,
they should have got Jay Lethal and just
I was just thinking that.
put a wig on him.
I mean, you know, hey, it's the modern age. Why not? Who cares?
Yeah,
He could be black. It's fine.
that is a diverse casting choice.
That is. That would they'd get some flowers for that for sure. Some Twitter backpats.
Yeah, I think I pushed you into seeing that, right, Scott? I feel like you might not have watched it if I didn't.
I think because I think when you told me about it, I was still like, it sounds stupid, and that Ric Flair guy's dumb.
Oh, I think you were like, I don't think they're gonna do it right and stuff like that, and yeah.
Zac Efron, what?
Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, I was.
I'm really kind of a sour bitch about most things, so I have to go through my hating it first and then coming around.
Yeah. It's a sign of growth.
Are there any other wrestling movies in the works like that?
Yeah, dude. Oh, well, shit. Not wrestling, but there's the. I'm really excited to see the Smashing Machine with Dwayne Johnson, the Mark Kerr. What's really cool about that is it's stupid hard to find right now, but there was a documentary in the early 2000s called The Smashing Machine. So this is basically a movie about the documentary, which I think is a really cool idea. I really want to watch the documentary because apparently the people that have seen it is like, it's fantastic, but you can't fucking find it anywhere. I've even tried to download it. I haven't been able to find a download. You can buy a DVD out of print for $300.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I must have rented it, which tells you how long ago it was. Yeah. It's cool. It's a really cool documentary.
It'd be a good movie. I'm not like a Dwayne Johnson fan, but it looks like he's actually pushing himself here, like in a serious role. And I'm curious to see if he can pull it off. From the trailer, it looks like he's got some chops, I think.
So I know it involves the fighting group Pride. So I was wondering if they cover Hulk Hogan's extensive Pride background.
Yeah, Mark Kerr fought Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I don't think.
He probably whooped him in like 2 seconds, so they might want to gloss over that, you know.
Hulk leg dropped Mark Kerr. It was fucking over. Right,
bounced off the cage and dropped the leg.
No offense to Hulk Hogan, but if he fought Mark Kerr, he would have died way sooner than he did. That dude was a fucking animal when he was like in his pre drugs and stuff.
Do you guys ever watch true crime documentaries on Netflix? Any of their stuff?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I saw one to me that I didn't think was very good, which is the Amy Bradley documentary. So I'm a big Unsolved Mysteries fan.
Me too. Hell yeah. I've been watching it so much lately.
So usually I do have to watch like every documentary that's based on a previous Unsolved Mysteries case.
Yeah.
So this is one where it's basically a girl, I think she was in her early 20s or something. She was on a cruise with her family. And then she was drinking and felt sick and then disappeared early in the morning.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she's never been found. And so I watched it thinking there would be like a lot more developments, but it's really like a 2-hour version of the 12-minute Unsolved Mystery segment.
Oh, that's fucking weak. That's weak.
I think a lot of these a lot of these Netflix true crime things, they are really padded.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Absolutely are. I
They
saw the
make
one
them
about.
a series that's like
It could have been a
3 or
one.
4 40-minute episodes.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could have been one episode and call it good. 1 hour episode.
Yeah, and then this one, it seems to me like it's pretty obvious she must have fallen over. There's a hint that because she was a lesbian, she might have unalived herself because her family wasn't supportive of that. But either, she did it intentionally or accidentally. Like one of the things they get into is they think she was human trafficked, like she was kidnapped off the cruise and then brought to a country and might still be alive as like a sex slave or whatever. But that does not seem real plausible.
That's a
Like
stretch.
if you're like a human trafficker, why would you go onto a cruise and then the girl that's with her family and then try to snatch her? And how would they even get her off of it?
That sounds like some Hollywood shit.
Like that's not how they would operate.
No, there are easier ways to get people, I think, than that. But that's another topic. Oh yeah, James. Yeah, I know all about that fucking bullshit. Like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's how they
Oh,
would
yeah.
do it. Is they would go to Mar-a-Lago and start interviewing.
Statistically, Simon's not far off.
But it's like mostly just how sad the family is that she's missing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think it's really likely she fell off the
I think
ship.
so. That's what I've always thought. Mm-hmm. There's just, I mean, there wasn't enough evidence or suggestions that were strong enough in any of the other directions. So it's like, why side with one of the, the more conspiracy theory sounding endings?
Yeah, and then I've watched that revival Unsolved Mysteries that they have on Netflix, which really doesn't have anything to do with the original.
No, it fucking sucks. It's terrible.
They're just generic true crime documentaries.
Yeah, I hate it. I didn't like it at all.
That they call Unsolved Mysteries. Now, certain ones I did find interesting. Like the guy that fell off the roof in Baltimore, and that was kind of
Tom's neighbor. Tom actually pushed him.
I actually
some asshole that I fell off his roof. I guess, I don't know.
Well, what I actually I think applied or interviewed with that company at one point. That his friend owned. I'm trying to think if it was for what the same company he worked for, or I think it was an affiliate company. Anyways,
I guess I didn't. To be fair, I didn't watch too many of them, so I didn't watch them all, and yeah.
I tried to watch all of them, and I would just skip over certain ones.
Some were really bad, like they were going into like fucking ghost hunting territory, and I'm like, no, that's not what Unsolved Mysteries is all about. Paranormal ghost hunting.
Yeah, because sometimes they would just really pad stuff out, and then there's a lot of them where, again, it's a similar thing where it's obvious the person died, and then they're interviewing the family, and they're basically introducing some weird conspiracy that explains that they're still alive or innocent, or that seems really implausible. Like somebody unalived themselves and obviously did so, but the family thinks it's a murder and there's some crazy conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's in some ways that can be more comforting.
Yeah,
that it was external forces that did it, not that it was just like some self done thing.
Yeah, it makes sense in a way.
Yeah, and there was one where this group of friends they had in the South somewhere, and there's like the black kid of the group, and they go to a party, and there's apparently some racists there, and then they leave the black kid there, and then he's never found again. And then the way they do it is they just keep interviewing the family. So they talk about what a good kid he was and how much they miss him. They don't, and they interview the friends, but they don't interview anybody that was at the party. Like, you'd think this would be an easy one to solve, or at least get more information on. There's a bunch of kids at the party. He's at the party. Then he disappears. And, they complain that the police didn't investigate it enough or whatever. But it's sort of like the main thing that you want to know, they never discuss in an hour-long episode.
I hate that. Yeah. So you just feel like it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's like that. But that's like, if someone tells you about the episode, like, that's okay. What's the story of what happened at the party?
Yeah.
And they never get to it.
No. Yeah. That's
Just
frustrating.
For whatever, like, access reasons.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, why did you make this episode if you couldn't go into certain territory? Just don't scrap it or something. Go do something. Do a different episode where you can maybe have the good shit in there that we want.
Yeah, I think they it like they set like a certain, like, we're gonna do an hour, or we're gonna do 3 episodes, or we're gonna do 6 episodes, and then they just interview the people they have access to, and then in the edit we'll figure it out. We'll try to make some story out of this to fit whatever amount of time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, and we might have a lot of drone shots for no reason.
A lot of drone shots. Yeah, I
I
haven't watched any recently besides I don't remember even where it was. The Amazon review killer. One on him.
That guy's awesome.
Oh, he would. They called him that because when he was caught, they found he would write Amazon reviews for all the stuff he was buying, like padlocks and
to kill people with.
Yeah, knives. And he would say, he would just say like weird shit, like, this shovel is really good for burying a body in the middle of the night or something, and it was actually what he was doing.
Oh man. Oh.
But yeah, same thing. It's like a lot of talking heads of somebody with a University of Phoenix psychology degree who had nothing to do with the case, just reading me the Wikipedia article.
Yeah, lazy as fuck.
Yeah, like
bad editing.
Definitely could have been a half hour, and they stretched it out into like 2 hours.
Yeah, usually like I find the really cheap looking editing and shitty, just thrown together shit. I think some of those, but some are good. But
yeah, some are really good. So it's sort of, because I'm just, I'm a fan of good true crime documentaries, so I still suffer way through the crap, because you can't really tell. The one that was fairly recent that was actually really good was, I think it was American Nightmare, which is the wife disappears, and then the husband reports it to the police that she was kidnapped, and the police think that he's the one that set up the kidnapping, like was plotting to kill his wife, and like this is a scheme he came up with. But then she actually escaped the kidnapper while they were investigating the husband for faking this kidnapping. Oof. And then it goes on from there. That one was actually really good.
Poor fucking guy. Can you imagine that? Something you totally didn't do. You're like, what the fuck, guys? I swear. That would be a bullshit position to be stuck in.
Have you guys heard of, I think it's called Murders on Elm Street? It's a series. I think there's 6 episodes, and it's all like, I think it's all like suburban true crime stuff. I just ran across it today, and one of them was about like some kind of satanic ritual. So I was gonna check that out later, but I didn't know if you guys had seen it or knew anything about it.
I'd seen it on, is it Netflix or one of those? I'd scrolling.
It's on Max, but I don't know if it's all smushed together with Discovery now, so I don't know if it's like a Discovery show.
And Hulu too. Like if you have Hulu now, you can buy the extensions, and I can't tell what's on what now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw the name, and I honestly I didn't even take a look because I was like, why are they using that name? So I was like, but
because dopes like me clicked on it. That's why.
Yeah, let us know if it's good though. I watched.
Yeah,
the
I
Epstein
had
one.
I had not heard of it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I watched the Epstein Netflix, or well, I didn't finish it yet, but I watched that, started that. Pretty good.
Yeah, and that was really good. And then the octopus one, which was a recent one,
Okay.
which is that was also partially on Unsolved Mysteries, which was the Danny Casolaro story.
Oh, cool.
Who was he unalived himself in he was from Fairfax, Virginia, where I used to live.
Oh,
and
Tom just seems to know someone that died wherever he's lived. It's
I didn't. Yeah, and but the octopus one actually ties into Epstein a little bit because
no shit.
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was involved with that.
Okay. I love how these fucking dirtbags are just they all seem to be connected. It's like a fucking James Bond villain movie, you know? It's crazy. And now that like we have some with all the advancements we have, it's just right in front of our eyes. As to where before, you know, it was all kind of a hearsay. It's wild. Just
that's why the conspiracy theories are so seductive, like because you can see that
for sure,
you know,
for sure. Yeah.
Soon you're making yarn paths on your wall to
you can be consumed is what is the moral of the story. Oh yeah. Jesus.
All right, do you want to talk about movie theater stuff?
Sure.
Yeah.
Experiences.
I feel like everyone out there that's alive has at least a movie theater story or a handful, you know. Everyone. You have to.
Unless you've never been to a movie theater.
Yeah, unless you've never been. If you've been even one time, you probably have a story to tell. I can go first if you want.
Sure.
Just because I have a recent one. It's kind of funny, really. It's not a bad story. So I saw a movie. It was so bad, I guess I can't even remember what it was, even though I think it was 2 weeks ago. I've seen some shitty horror movies. It was that Eden House on Eden movie, found footage. It sucked. But anyways, so I saw it. There's only one other person in there. So it was me and this other guy, and it was funny. We somehow were in the same different rows, but like the same seat. We're like 2 rows apart, and movie's over, and it was a terrible movie. And he gets up and he just turns around and he's like, that was fucking awful. And I was like, yeah, it was. And we walked out and we were like talking, and it was crazy. What was weird about it is that like our positioning, and then he looked like maybe he was me from the future, like maybe a 65-year-old me.
Oh my god.
It was really weird. I was like, yeah, you know, the movie sucked. And he's like, well, you know, it something to do. I got me out of the house, and like we walked out. And we were talking about like the Blair Witch Project that we both liked. And he's like, it reminded me of the Blair Witch Project, but in a really bad way. And I was like, yeah, me too. I was like, I really like the Blair Witch Project. And he's like, yeah, me too. And like walked out and went separate ways. Never saw that guy before. And
did he say, I'll see you in 20 years?
He looked just like me, you know, in 20, 25 years. It was kind of wild.
It sounds like one of those scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah, I know. It was cool. It was like the more interesting part of that night because the movie was so bad.
And James, I had this similar thought rewatching Anguish, that it did remind me of the the Joker guy.
Oh no shit!
I had not previously thought about that, but maybe I had the last time. It's possible the last time I'd seen it was before that happened.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Gosh. Well, one I can talk about is I saw Aliens opening weekend. So I was 6 years old, and that was like just one of the. It wasn't like a crazy, like nothing crazy happened, but just in terms of just I didn't know there was a first Alien movie. I didn't know for a couple of years after that actually. That that there was this was a sequel. But it just scared the living shit out of me, as you might imagine. Like I remember at some point, like in the third act, like totally believing I was going to be killed by an alien. Like they were gonna come into the theater and kill me. Like I legitimately thought I was going to die watching this movie. So that's it. That's the only time I can remember where I had this thought, like I'm in danger.
That's crazy young for that's pretty intense. Holy crap.
Yeah. And then there's the similarly, like the same, I think this was the same summer. I saw it's sort of well, my family, again, I was 6 years old. My family took me to see The Fly in a drive-in, the Cronenberg of The Fly.
Damn, that's even more fucked up.
Well, so, and I had already seen several of the Friday the 13th movies on TV, and I saw on the marquee that they were playing Friday the 13th Part 6. So we were watching The Fly. So at the beginning, it's sort of a developing love story. So I got sort of bored.
Yeah, at
So
6 years old.
so I came up with this plan. Like I'm gonna sneak in to watch the Jason movie. So I told my parents that I was gonna go to the playground. There was an actual playground on the drive-in lot, so you can just leave your kids to go watch a movie, which is smart.
At
Yeah.
night, you know. At night.
Yeah.
80s ruled.
So I went to the playground and then walked all the way around and up to the Friday the 13th Part 6 screen. I just stood there in one of those the car spots, like like a just a muffler, just uh blowing toxic fumes in my face.
I thought you were gonna say you were hiding somewhere. You were just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna walk
No, I was
right
just
up.
like where a car would be. I just stood in the middle of one of the spots.
You're like, I paid.
Yeah, and just watched Friday the 13th Part 6 for a while. And then
Did you get scared?
no, the we were with a family friend, and they sent her to go check on me. And then so I wasn't there. So then
Oh
she
fuck.
was just walking around looking for me, and then she found me and she brought me back. So I like it was like from so I would just ended up watching like maybe 30 minutes of the movie or something, but I thought it was so awesome.
You're like, this is for me.
Yeah.
This is
But
my
yeah.
thing. This is gonna be my thing.
So it wasn't like because I was more scared of the earlier movies because that one is more kind of fun.
hmm
Um,
Yeah, not as dark
yeah.
or wild and unhinged.
So that was summer of '86. That's what I was watching.
Damn.
I don't
And then,
have many. I guess I don't really have many bad ones other than like boring things that anyone could say, like, oh, some guy was on his phone, or
Yeah, some
So mine
motherfucker
are-
was talking.
yeah. So mine are all pretty positive. One of them, jeez, I don't know how. I didn't look up the date. When did Django Unchained come out? Like 10 years ago, something like that.
Around there, maybe even more by now.
was it 2010?
So was it that long ago? Okay.
I
It
don't
doesn't.
know.
Anyway, so it was Django Unchained, and it came out on Christmas Day, and I never go to the movies on Christmas, but I'm a Tarantino mark, and we we did all our family stuff. Everything was done, and my wife was like, "Yeah, don't go if you want. I don't care." So I went, and I guess I was very unaware how heavily this movie had been promoted, like on, like black television media, whatever. I guess because, well, I mean, it's because of Black Story and Jamie Foxx and or whatever. So I got into the theater, and I was like, one of these things is not like the other. It's me. Like, it was just very strange, and it was packed, like sold out. I was like crammed up against the wall on one side. I've never been in a theater that packed, and I was like, I don't know, maybe this was a mistake, but it was a blast. Like, it was one of the most fun times I ever had at a movie theater. Just with a packed audience seeing a brand new movie, and
yeah. Yeah, when the audience is right, it's a really cool experience.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Office Space when that came out back when 99 or something, 2000, I don't know, 98, somewhere around there. It was cool because it was like, it wasn't super packed, because back then, shows would sell out all the time, and it wasn't that packed. It was like less than half full. Maybe there was like 15 or 20 people actually, and I never saw a movie in a theater where everyone was laughing so fucking hard, and like all of us were just laughing, but no, not in an annoying way or anything. Just we were just all laughing and crying and shit, and it was really cool.
One of the best examples of that was when I saw Bad Santa in the theater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it went over so well. I mean, people were just laughing their ass off.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. You can see, like, there's an energy that you can feel, and it's great. You don't get it much anymore. But sometimes, like, when I saw Superman, obviously I was in the theater with a bunch of nerds, and it was really cool watching, because I wasn't really part of that fandom, but the energy was great, and I learned that nerds, they don't talk during movies. They're so quiet and respectful, but afterwards, they're clapping and hugging each other, and I do like those experiences. So I'm like standing there by myself, just watching everyone. Hi guys. Can I hug too? Or
now, is it just me, or over the past 20 years has the talking in the movie theaters and making noise in movie theaters, has that gotten worse?
So fucking worse.
Is that just me?
Yo, dude. Even in the last 5, I think it's like socially acceptable now. I've gotten lucky the last 6 months. I've gotten lucky, but I had a period there where I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to stop going to the theater again. It was becoming my favorite thing was becoming a thing I was starting to like resent, and then suddenly it just stopped. But yeah, you're not wrong.
I so rarely go now and when I do, it's like, during the day when there's nobody there. So I've really avoided it. But everything I've heard is it's awful, but I haven't really run into it.
Yeah, in the day it's mostly old people that go to movies, but they can be fucking talkers now too.
Oh yeah, you had a bad old people experience, right?
Yeah, I asked them to be quiet like 2 or 3 times, and they kept fucking doing it. They would be quiet for like 5 minutes, and then they would chatter up again. Like, what kind of old? You're supposed to be an example for the rest of us.
No, they don't. It's over. They don't have to follow the rules anymore.
That's true.
I kind of respect it.
Yeah, they've earned it. That's true. They're like, fuck off. We can do what we want, bitch.
They haven't earned shit. Shut the fuck up. Have you ever heard that story? I always assumed this was true, but I Googled it and could not find any information on it. But I always heard that during the premiere of Godfather 3, there was a guy who was like the biggest Godfather fan, and he went to see the premiere, and he was wearing a trench coat, and he had a sawed-off shotgun with him underneath the trench coat.
What?
And then somebody during the screening wouldn't stop talking, so he shot him.
What the fuck? Is that why he brought the gun? He's like, I'm going to shoot any motherfucker that talks.
Yeah. I always heard this, but it might be an urban legend.
That's fucked.
Because I could not find any information on it.
The shotgun, he might have blew the dude in half or something too. Like blew a fucking big hole in him. That was a mess.
So I want to know if anyone else has ever heard this story.
I wonder if he shot him in the head. Can you imagine the whole theater would just be covered in head pieces? It'd be like going to a Guar concert, but real, like that'd be wild.
I'm going to guess urban legend on that one.
It sounds pretty bad. but dude,
I understand really liking a movie, but he wouldn't think the next step of, oh wait, if I shot a guy in the face, I probably won't be able to watch the rest of the movie.
But
which should even be worse than watching it with somebody talking.
Yeah, people have done weirder and crazier shit than that, though. That's not anywhere out of the realm of possibility,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the premeditation of it makes me I don't know.
Yeah, it's wild. You would be such an unhinged person to do something like that.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try to do some more research on that.
Oh, the question is, though, if it did happen, did the rest of the theater get up and start clapping?
Slow clap.
He did what we all wanted to do.
Yeah, somebody put them on their shoulders and they parade them around.
like a like in one of the old timey movies, like a South American village. You are our god now.
Most of my good ones were at the brief window that we had in Alamo Drafthouse here. I just picked the one. We might have had it 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. And I think 3 times they did a Halloween movie marathon with totally secret movies. It would be like on the Saturday before Halloween. I was only able to go to it once. But they showed Motel Hell, The Stepfather, The Beyond, and Don't Panic, that super weird Spanish Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff with the kid with the teenager with the pajamas.
I have it on DVD.
Okay. That's the first time I ever saw that, and then they did like, a little trivia in between the movies and stuff like that. Just a really, really fun time. Just spending the whole day in the theater. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to one of those things, or like one of the what you guys, Tom, have over in your direction, those film like the 24-hour film fests and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never
I would love it.
been to any of those. Like I've been to double features. That's
enough, really. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it would be cool to do one of those weird, or they used to have like the Hudson Horror Show. I only have heard of these. I've never had the chance to go.
What was the one Red Letter Media went to in Milwaukee?
Oh yeah,
they made a video about it. It was a long time ago. I don't even know if they still do it.
That was early. Yeah. That was like an early episode. Yeah.
I remember looking that up because, like, well, that's it's definitely drivable for me.
Yeah.
And I think it was during COVID, so obviously they weren't doing it then. I haven't looked.
No super spreader events for them.
The Any Cool News one was called Button-Umathon.
Yeah.
So I guess it was an Austin 24-hour.
And I don't remember specifically, but they got like big premieres there, right? Like secret premieres.
I think so. Another one I just thought of is it was like a Sunday night or something, and I just went to a theater. This is in Northern Virginia, just to watch a movie, and then I got a ticket for The Station Agent with Peter Dinklage, and the theater was packed, and I thought that was weird. And then I realized the director was from the area, and this was his like homecoming Q&A screening for the movie. Which I didn't realize. But
it's awesome.
The print snapped.
Oh shit.
And then so they had to cancel everything, and they gave everybody, passes to come back. So it kind of, and I don't remember the director's name, but like it kind of, I guess, sucks for him. He was going to do this big Q&A for his hometown, coming back to his hometown.
Just ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. What a disappointment that would be. Like a big moment for your career, and then go home.
Which was Station Agent? Is your home, or which one are you talking about, James? And another weird one is for Fellowship of the Ring.
I saw that.
I was super hyped with it, and I reread the book beforehand, and then I went to, it was like the sneak preview screening with my brother, and I told him, I'm like, I bet a bunch of people are going to be dressed up as Gandalf and whatever.
I saw the midnight showing,
because in our area, this was like the earliest. It was like the midnight showing, but like 2 days before it was supposed to come out or something.
Yeah.
So this was like the earliest screening of the movie.
Wow.
And there was only one guy dressed up.
Oh no!
And
Poor guy.
Do you want to know what he?
What's going on, guys?
He was not dressed up as one of the Lord of the Ring characters.
Tom Bombadil or something, or
no, that would have been like pretty cool actually. He was like dressed up as the character that got cut out of the movie.
Obscure.
He was dressed as from Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin.
Oh.
He was dressed as the Robin.
What a dork!
What the fuck?
Like
what a dork!
Sort of borderline S&M gay version of Robin. So that's how he was dressed.
It has to be either like this guy's in a major attention seeker, or that is mental illness. It has to be one or the other.
But the funny is, I was going to sit down, and then my brother's like, "Look, that guy's dressed as the Robin from Batman and Robin, Joel Schumacher's." And I, because my brother and I were always fucking with each other, so I just assumed he was just making a joke.
You're like, yeah, whatever, dude.
I turn around, and he's right behind me, and he's dressed, and he's wearing and I just laughed in his face because I thought my brother was just making a joke.
It just fell out of your mouth. It was
true. He was just right there, like 3 rows behind me.
Holy fuck! Oh.
Yeah, the Chris O'Donnell.
Oh.
Robin.
It hurts. That is hard. That's hard to even imagine.
What does he just? Maybe he just wears that all the time.
Yeah.
Why would you choose to wear that to this movie?
Maybe the Chris O'Donnell Batman. Maybe they're dressing up as that guy. Do you ever think about that? Maybe he started. He started in the '90s. He started dressing like that, and Joel Schumacher was like, "We need to rip off that guy."
Yeah. See, this guy has the look that we've been looking for.
To quote Roxette, he's got the look.
Yeah.
I'm not that cruel.
That you couldn't help that one. That one just was out of your control.
Yeah. You guys have another? I have a few more.
I mean, this one's not too exciting, but I went to see Halloween 6. I think the day it came out, maybe it might have been a day or two later, and I was the only one in the theater. So I had my own private screening of Halloween 6.
It's the best. It's the best. I've done
Isn't it? Yeah, because sometimes you go in and you're like, oh, is it going to happen? And then right at the end, some dick comes in and you're like, oh, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
No, but this time it was just me.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
And I got to watch Paul Rudd in a not very good movie, but yeah.
He's so bad in that.
Oh, he is.
And I like Paul Rudd in general.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I love when people try to defend him in that. They're like, "Come on, guys, he was not that bad." I'm like, "Yeah, he was."
It's like he hadn't figured out how to be Paul Rudd yet. It was very strange.
Yeah, it's like Paul Rudd trying not to be Paul Rudd, but trying to be an annoying weirdo. Like, it's weird. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I just remember that being such a like a microcosm of like horror at that time, like especially those old series. Like nobody gave a shit. I don't know how it even got in the theater because nobody cared. Nobody went to see it.
they were in such decline, you know.
Yeah.
But the nostalgia part now is for watching Paul Rudd, and that is fun. But
Yeah,
the first time you watch it, it's like, this is unwatchable. But now it's like, it's Paul Rudd and it's fun. So it's still sucks. I only have one other theater story, but I have told it before, so I'll just rush through it. But I saw that movie, Love Lies Bleeding. I don't know if either of you guys saw that.
Yeah, I did.
And so, well, long story short, I really need to rewatch it, but I've been struggling to do so because, like, when I saw it, it was only me and then two like teenage girls that were like 2 rows in front of me, and it's like they went for the same reason that you would go to a bar, so you could just talk loud to your friend next to you, and like literally the whole time. And it's kind of a loud movie at times, but like, so they were talking really loud, like almost screaming. And I kept doing like like trying to give them hints to shut up, and then maybe they would for like 5 seconds. So I would actually have to leave, and because I don't want to talk to them, like it would just be weird. I don't belong talking to these girls in any way, so it wouldn't be comfortable. So I went to the manager and like ratted them out, and so like I'd come back and sit down, and they would be quiet for a few minutes. And then they would keep talking, and I went like 3 times. I had to go tell the manager, and the 3rd time she was like, yeah, I know, like every time I go in there to try and catch them, they're being totally quiet. It's like, oh, I get it. I was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, let's just bring you to the front desk and refund you. How about that? We'll give you a free ticket. And I was like, no, I want to finish the movie.
Now you're the problem.
Yeah, so I just go back in and just fucking suffer for the rest of the movie. And like, I did like it, but I can't. I need to rewatch it because it was so messed up for me.
Yeah, another one I just thought of, like I saw Napoleon Dynamite on a date.
Nice.
And there was a kid in front of us being really loud and annoying, and my date started yelling at him, and the kid turned around, and he was special needs.
Oh shit! What the
hell? It was like some 2000s comedy, like a scene from that.
What did she do? How did she react to that?
I think it was just awkward.
Oh my god!
After that,
she was just quiet for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn. That's harsh. I feel bad for her, to be honest, in that one, because I've totally done shit like that, just in general, and you just feel like a piece of shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I had a similar thing when I saw The Substance at a local theater.
Oh, I have a Substance story too.
Like local art house, theater here.
Cool.
And there was a guy like talking to himself and laughing at everything and being really loud. And then people were trying to shush him, and he was right near me. But he was obviously had mental issues of some sort.
Oh, okay.
So I just went to the opposite side of the movie theater.
Yeah, I've seen people do that
rather than get into it.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. When I saw The Substance, I've also told this story, but when I saw The Substance, there was these not a lot of people there. Again, me and my girlfriend, and then right behind us were these 2 guys, an older dude, like looked like maybe 50. Sorry, not older, but older, slightly older than me. And then, but he was with like a younger dude that looked like maybe 23. And they didn't. I'll just say they didn't look related, or even maybe they were friends. But like, so the older dude apparently maybe didn't know what he was in for, and like, he was really kind of panicking and freaking out during like the violent scenes, and like, the part where like she's fighting herself. She's Margaret Qualley's fighting what's her name, and she, you know, the younger Margaret Qualley's stronger and grabs her face and smashes it into the mirror, and it's pretty brutal. And the dude, the older guy, like literally like gasps. He sounded like he made like a Hank Hill sound. He was like, oh. And then after the movie finished, he literally just got up and ran out of the theater, and the younger dude stayed and watched the credits. Me and my girlfriend still talk about it to this day. That was like almost a year ago, I think. That was great.
Scott, did you see Simon's comment?
So,
You went to see Train Spotting, all doped up, and then 6 months later he was on the smack.
Simon lived Train Spotting.
You lived it.
Yes, he lived over in the right area, England, jolly old England.
Yeah, sorry about running away. My cat had was having a hairball situation, and he was desperately trying to make it onto the carpet, but I was able to stop him.
That's hard to do. You got lucky. It's a ticking time bomb. You have 3 or 4 seconds sometimes.
I love cats, but what dicks?
Yeah.
If there's a rug in one tiny like 2-foot square rug in a huge room, they will find the rug.
It's like a doormat sized rug. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm talking about you, you dick.
So another one is I saw Uwe Boll's House of the Dead in the theater. Because I saw it twice in the theater. I saw it like in the morning, maybe it was before work or before class or something, because I'd heard like this is the worst movie of all time or something.
Pretty bad. So
I went to see it and I was just laughing throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's a perfect example of so bad it's good. I would say there's not a better example, maybe.
And then so I told my brother, and I'm like, dude, you have to see this movie. So we found it was on my. Is it? Oh, I hear Scott. I hear my voice reverbing.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was a car for a while. You're right.
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
Tom's not talking. That's, I think.
Is that bothering any of the viewers?
Yeah, nothing changed over here. I just ran away to take care of the cat. I didn't unplug anything.
No, Scott sounds clear. And now when I'm talking, I hear it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea, Tom. How about one of us at a time leaves the chat?
Well, I can mute. Testing. Testing. Yeah, it is from Scott.
Now it's happening again.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me leave and come back.
Yeah, do that. And then I can also if it doesn't work.
Okay, now it should be okay.
Yeah.
Now that Scott's gone.
I'm not letting him back in.
Go for it. Tell me.
I've already unfriended him off Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
Deleted him off my phone entirely.
Testing.
Yeah, I still hear it.
Scott has the worst luck. I swear, it follows him. It's like the ring.
Let me mute you for a second, Scott.
Okay.
Scott is a technological Japanese horror movie. His face is going to start twitching.
Yeah. So, House of the Dead, and then there was like one screening 30 miles away because it
Jesus.
only like played for like a week.
It's lucky
So
you got that.
and it was on my birthday, and it was me and my brother, and then I brought in like a fifth of whiskey or something so I could drink while watching it. And there was maybe, including us, there was maybe a dozen people in the theater. And by the time half the people walked out by like halfway through the movie. And the best was that there's a character that everyone calls really stupid, even though he's not any dumber than anyone else.
Yeah, he's the dumb guy of the movie.
Yeah. And then he makes out with the black girl that they call Foxy Brown because she's black.
Oh my God.
And then so there was this like couple on a date. And then once that scene is happening, they start yelling at each other. And the guy's like, wait, was it the I know, I think the girl started yelling like, I'm gonna leave, fuck this shit. And then the guy's like, well, I'm not going anywhere. And then so she just leaves at that scene. Like that was the final straw, was their little like romantic scene. Like she's had enough. And then so it was like me after like the second half, it was just me and my brother and maybe 3 or 4 other people.
I wonder what the story was between those two people. Like, were they dating or something? And he's like, I don't fucking leave then. I'm finishing this movie.
It felt like a first date is the vibe I got.
He's like, I paid for this. So I'm fucking staying.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome, actually. That guy chose House of the Dead over this girl.
Well, maybe he was like me. He's like, I want to see how bad this movie can get.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I saw Alone in the Dark opening night, which wasn't as good, but it was still fairly entertaining. And then they stopped showing Uwe Boll movies in the theaters.
Yeah, they're like, nah, he's not allowed. we can't make our money back on 3 ticket sales per showing.
But I would like to know, anyone out there, has there anyone else that's seen House of the Dead multiple times in the theater?
Yeah, I want to know too. Please.
In the whole world.
I think it grows. Yeah. Anyone
you can email Tom. You could, if you watch this later, you can email Tom and tell him.
Yeah, email me and tell me your story, and I will recount it. Because it would have been hard to see multiple times in the theater because it didn't play for very long. I'm trying to look up like the box office information.
It is hard, yeah. I mean, there have been movies like that recently that play for like a week, and a lot of the times I don't make it there. God damn it! I tried so hard. Sometimes even two-week runs I miss. It bums me out.
Oh, it made 10 million in the U.S., so that's not too terrible, I guess.
What was the budget?
Couldn't
have been 10 million.
$12 million budget.
12. Oh, what? God damn it.
It's a lot of trapezes.
How did that movie cost $12 million?
That's what I was thinking. 12 million. You could do a lot for 12 million if you're the right person, I guess, the right people that know how to stretch money.
I didn't know its reputation, so I didn't go in with the right mindset. But the thing I remember most is the very end where the main guy says, and my name is whatever, Dr. Jim, or whatever he says. I'm like, what? Who the fuck knows House of the Dead lore Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Wasn't it just like a shitty like first person shooter game?
I think it was only an arcade game, right? With the gun.
But I guess it was supposed to be a big bombshell who this character was, and I don't know. It was lost on me.
I mean, I played that game, but it was like those fucking games. You could only play. You die after 3 minutes, anyways. Who actually beat the game or got far enough to remember the characters and shit?
I wasn't aware there was a story even, but apparently there was.
I would like to rewatch that movie, actually, to be honest. It's because I only saw it the one time after it came out.
Thank you, James. We're in Brothers in Arms.
But James only saw it once, but we'll let him have it. We'll let him have it because he's a good guy.
All right. Are there any other stories that you guys have, or do you want to talk about Anguish?
Anguish, yeah.
I don't have any other ones, no.
Okay. Yeah, so I just looked up IMDb for some information on this movie. So it's 1987. It's a Spanish production shot in Spain, but they dressed the exterior of the movie theater to make it look like it was Culver City, California. And then they flew in several American actors. Basically, anybody that has a line is American, and everyone else is Spanish.
Yeah, I thought it was strange because I only knew of this from what you told me as a Spanish film, so I expected all Spanish until I looked it up, of course.
Yeah, and then so it's only been released on DVD in North America, but there was apparently a Blu-ray in Spain now that came out last year.
Ooh, that'd be cool to have.
So this was, in terms of horror movies that never got a Blu-ray release, this is one that comes up a lot that people mention.
Come on, Severin.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why it hasn't come out on Blu-ray or 4K.
Yeah, I don't get it. Considering some of the stuff that has made it.
Well, thank you, James. Simon emailed me something naughty.
Ooh.
So hopefully you have more class, James. I trust that you do. And then they originally wanted Betty Davis to star in the movie instead of Zelda Rubinstein, but she couldn't do it because she had scheduling conflicts, even though she was still like 90 years old or whatever at the time.
Yeah,
that would have been pretty. It would have been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the director's name is Bigas Luna, who died a little over 10 years ago. He did a movie in the early 90s that's sort of like an erotic comedy satire called Hamon Hamon, with Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem. And if you're looking for Penelope Cruz sex scenes, then that is the movie to check out, Scott.
Why me?
Or anybody.
Anybody with eyeballs.
Anybody that's a Penelope Cruz fan.
Or a Javier Bardem fan.
Or Javier Bardem. Check out Hamon Hamon. To get some good naughtiness.
I mean, I'm curious. For obvious reasons.
So this movie in particular, Anguish, to me, I couldn't think of a better example of this. But to me, this is a movie where the it loses the most context if you watch it outside of a movie theater. Or to
Oh yeah.
put it in another way, it's the movie most meant to be seen in a theater as opposed to home video, where you gain more from it,
Yeah, totally.
that I could think of. Uh, some other candidates would be like that scene we mentioned last week, actually, Gremlins 2,
Yeah.
the Hulk Hogan scene. Um,
Maybe popcorn. It's not
well,
quite the
I'm
same though.
saying, uh, no, but I'm saying where it's like part of the gimmick of the movie,
It's
because I think
yeah,
in Gremlins 2, they're trying, like, the film breaks, so they're trying to say that the film, the Gremlins are in the actual theater that you're sitting in,
that's true. That's true.
where it's like,
I can't think of another example.
and then another example I thought of would be Drive-In Massacre.
Okay.
So it's a guy killing people at a drive-in theater, and then at the end, there's a voiceover that says, "Warning: There's a killer loose in this theater. Escape," or whatever. So it's like a
That's
William
cool.
Castle-esque gimmick, and
Yeah.
then there's other gimmicks that are other William Castle gimmicks where it's tied to, like, you have to see it in the theater to experience
Mhm.
that aspect. Like House of Haunted Hill, they would fly a skeleton over the audience.
I heard that. Yeah. It's very cool. They should bring that back.
Yeah, if get people like was it Polyester has the smell-o-vision,
Yeah.
where you scratch a card,
Yeah.
various smells. Oh, James said that the Criterion released a trailer for Anguish. So maybe
Yeah.
their Criterion is really releasing it. That's interesting.
Yeah. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. I'd buy that.
Oh, yeah, and and there's other examples where it's like a William Castle gimmick. Um, yeah, they're the gorilla coming into the theater for Monsters Crash the Pajama Party.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Um,
I love it.
and then so there's some people that advocate that film violence leads to real violence, and then other people that advocate the opposite. To me, my takeaway from rewatching this movie is that this movie says that film violence leads to real violence, and we should encourage it as much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I feel like it feels like the idea with this movie is that you would watch it in the theater, and then it would make someone in the theater either sick or drive them insane to where they would start killing people, and that would add to the experience and make it more fun.
I love those. I love the whole like, yeah, this movie might kill you if you watch it, but proceed at your own risk.
And then so basically, this is kind of complicated to explain, but it's Zelda Rubinstein is the mother, and the son is a serial killer that he's an optometrist that cuts out people's eyes, played by Michael Lerner. And that's the movie within the movie. And this is Zelda, obviously from Poltergeist.
Yeah, Academy Award winner, Michael Lerner.
What did he win?
Oh shit, I forgot the name. God damn it! I was reading about it earlier.
And then so he makes a house call and he murders this lady. And then so it's basically it's two high school girls who are watching the movie. So it's a movie within a movie. Oh, Criterion might be releasing Hamon.
Oh,
That would fit.
Oh.
okay. Well, I'd still be interested in that.
And then the girl on the left is getting really sick from watching this violence. And then so the he's pulling out eyeballs. And then in the movie, within the movie, he goes to a movie theater and starts killing people. So now it's getting really meta. And then I like the it's sort of trying to basically intentionally confuse you as to like what the reality is. So we're you, again like sort of trying to drive you a little insane. Like are we in the movie within the movie or in the movie
Yeah, what's
type of thing?
real? What's
Yeah,
real
what's
and what's
real, what
not?
isn't. So
Some good gore.
He's killing people at the theater. And then I love this shot because if you can imagine like if you watch this in the theater, then you would have the stage and the screen and then the girl and then the audience behind her and then another audience behind her and another screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think of watching it in the theater would put it give it a whole nother level.
Yeah. Another dimension. Him offing people in the movie theater was so cool. I'm like, has that ever been done? I mean, not like this. And he's totally getting away with it, kind of.
That you mean the Michael Lerner?
Yeah, the Michael Lerner part.
Yeah, you think. Well, I guess it's also like movies are pretty loud, so you could probably get away with a lot of violence before somebody noticed.
Yeah, that's true. Some of the great scenes are. Yeah, we'll get there.
And the movie is called The Mommy, the movie within the movie.
Mommy.
And then so basically there's a creepy looking guy in the movie, watching the movie, and he keeps going to this movie over and over again, and he's now insane and thinks that Zelda Rubinstein is talking to him. And
His mom.
he's got a gun. I mean, what is this? So then Michael Lerner is killing more people, and then so he starts shooting people. And James brought in the Colorado shooting, whatever that guy's name was. So this, I mean, I don't remember like any movie theater shootings in the 80s.
None that I recall.
Predated that idea, I guess.
Yeah.
And they are selling it that this is Los Angeles with the Culver City. But I think they did a good job because I thought maybe they only shot some of it in LA.
Yeah, me too.
My assumption was.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Michael Lerner is really great in Barton Fink.
But Barton Fink is what he won the Academy Award for.
Oh, okay.
Supporting actor, I believe. Yeah, I mean he is a trained actor.
Yeah, I don't know that I don't know that he has too many starring roles.
Doesn't seem like it. I was actually looking at his IMDb earlier. Yeah, it seems like he was a supporting guy.
Yeah, James was the yeah, and then the sort of movie and then the movie within the movie start mirroring each other. So there's a showdown with the cops going on at the same time. So I really like that.
Yeah.
And then just the idea the sniper is in the projection booth. That's kind of funny.
Seems like a little risky, but if you're that good, I don't know.
But this is how lethal your movie is. Like it's like it's like a bullet raining down.
Yeah.
And then it's like the cops are breaking in the theater in the movie within the movie as it's happening here. So that was a really cool visual.
Yeah.
Simon with the joke of the night. You're talking about James Holmes, the shooter in Colorado. His brother John was the bigger movie star.
Yeah, overall.
He had a bigger weapon. Let's say that much.
He had the Dirty Harry pistol, the 44 Magnum.
Yeah. And then so the one girl that's been sick and getting sick, really sick this entire time, she imagines that Michael Lerner stabs her through the screen into the eye. So I love this, like, just where it just starts breaking reality itself.
A lot of eyeball stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
That's some Italian inspired horror gore.
Yeah, and I feel like with some of the cinematography
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff, it does
feels
feel
Italian.
It feels like a giallo influence.
Yes.
But her eye was not actually penetrated.
Got lucky.
And then so you think everything is okay. But then Michael Lerner shows up to kill the girl while she's in the hospital. So now it's gone full circle. Reality.
He's a great slasher villain, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a classic mama's boy.
Underrated.
Sort of his Anthony Perkins, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not, I mean his Norman Bates is what I meant.
Norman Bates / maybe like the Red Dragon guy, stuff like that, the more psychological fucked up guys.
And then the credits was on a screen with an audience watching that. So
yeah,
was that all a movie too?
Yeah,
movie in a movie.
So,
in a movie.
That's another gag. So if you watched it in the theater, there would actually be 4 layers.
Yeah.
So there's your reality, the Michael Lerner reality, the reality of the 2 girls, and then the reality of that audience watching the movie.
Some Rick and Morty shit.
I watched at the very end because there was one guy who sat there the whole time. I was like, "Oh, something's gonna happen," but then he just leaves. So.
You had to take the risk. My favorite scene from this movie is the one where he kills there's the couple there, and the dude is sleeping, and he kills the girl, and but before that, she's like offering her boyfriend some popcorn. And so what's his name? The villain leans over and takes a bite of the popcorn and then murders her.
Yeah, and it's like those shitty bags of popcorn.
Yeah.
And he just like
such a great scene. Yeah, because he has to always eat.
That scene, I found that scene offensive because if we go in these old movie theaters and order popcorn and they give you a fucking old bag,
like a pre-made
you would get from a vending machine.
Yeah, or the dollar store or some shit. Yeah, I'm not paying $9 for that. What the? Yeah, that was a weak ass popcorn scene. It's a movie theater movie. You should have at least fucking used real popcorn popper. Come on. 4 out of 10. No, I'm just kidding. It was awesome. It was an awesome movie.
I was stuck on the movie The Mommy, trying to figure it out, which I think was not what you're supposed to be doing, right? Like I was like, does she exist? Is he imagining her? Are they one person?
It's not. Mommy's not cohesive,
Okay.
The mommy sucks. The mommy sucks. Anguish is good.
I spent way too much energy trying to figure out that part of
it. You wanted it to be, you thought it would be maybe just a little smarter. It's a pretty smart movie though.
Yeah, but The Mommy is supposed to be like just an offensive movie that's just gratuitous,
just brutal. No, yeah, I'd watch The Mommy for sure. The Mommy would be a great modern horror movie. Maybe Eli Roth or some shit. Not that I like him, but
but you could see like Lucio Fulci doing it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It would have been cool.
So yeah, I think this movie is really cool and underrated.
Very. Yeah.
It's completely unique.
Mm-hmm.
And when I initially saw it on VHS, which was almost impossible to watch because it's in scope, so it's like that shape, and then so they just crop the sides, so you're just seeing the middle of the movie,
Oh, shit.
and it was like impossible to tell what was going on. Like it's one of the worst pan and scan experiences where it just does not translate to VHS at all.
Oof. Yeah, that's brutal.
I'm glad, James, that you enjoyed the movie.
I would like to track down the DVD, but I feel like even it might be even one of those DVDs that's it's expensive if you can actually find it. Or maybe I could try to get that foreign Blu-ray.
I'll look it up. I'm curious. There were two different releases on DVD. There was Anchor Bay, and then Blue Underground re-released it.
Okay, I did notice that I saw two different covers earlier when I was just looking at images. But yeah, I definitely want to watch it again because I feel like it'd be, yeah, it's one of those movies that's going to be a different experience on the second watch than the first.
Right.
So you see it through different eyes, and sometimes that changes the experience. It's always fun to see. Maybe you like it less, maybe you like it more, but it's fun. I usually wait a while. Usually wait like a year before I rewatch something sometimes. But
So this has to be some kind of rights issue, right? Like if Anchor Bay and Blue Underground put it out, it's on everybody's radar. You would think if it was possible, someone would have put it out by now.
I would think so. I mean, yeah, like companies like Severin and they, as cool as they are, they put out stuff that's way lower quality than this.
Right. Yeah.
Vinegar Syndrome. We've seen
Crazy Fat Ethel too.
Yeah, how many people asked for this? I mean, someone there was a fan. Had to, one of the owners had to have been a fan to want to take risks on some of those. Which I get. I would too. If I had my own company, it'd be hard not to just be like, I just want to put out the shit I like, regardless of what people actually want to pay money for.
Yeah, I don't know. I Googled it, but it's just people speculating.
Okay, speculate.
Yeah, I want everything to be available, but there's got to be a middle ground. Like, what? I'm not going to pay $50 for Freeway 2, the direct-to-video not sequel to Freeway. But that's where Vinegar Syndrome's doing. So,
yeah, they can be weird.
Yeah, I do see people mention this. Like I said, when horror movies, the topic horror movies that are not on Blu-ray, this one does get mentioned a lot because there really aren't that many well thought of horror movies that never made it past DVD.
Yeah, that weren't just totally shitty.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, like we've seen way worse stuff on DVD. The dollar store DVDs and stuff, Blu-rays. I mean, Blu-rays, and even 4K. I've seen some questionable 4Ks. Like, how did this make it so quick? I don't know how that works. I don't really follow it. I don't really care that much, I guess, but it's funny sometimes. Tom, did you say you bought that new not From Beyond, that new the Beyond 4K set? with
Yeah.
the book and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and like 6 discs, I think.
Yeah, I can grab it.
I saw that the other day, and I was like, oh man, I really wanted it. I actually picked it up, and I was like, well, it is $75. I was like, man, well, I'll
Well, it's
think about it.
out of print now, I think.
Is it? Oh fuck. Okay, I probably should go back.
Um,
I'm gonna go back
let me
and get it.
see.
No one in this town is gonna buy it, so it's gonna sit
Right.
there. It's gonna fucking...
You can buy it now and then let it sit for a minute. If you feel like you don't want it, you probably flip it for a lot of money.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh no, I guess. Yeah, you can still get it. I think it's sold out, but then they printed a bunch more.
Oh, so that would make sense.
But it's still like with shipping, it's like $70.
Yeah, that would make sense because this store just recently got it, so they probably got that second pressing. Because I don't think they got it the first round. Full Moon Productions. Oh man, James, that could be that could be a 3-hour video on Full Moon, and maybe we'll do that someday.
They've got a ton of those. They did that with a bunch of their horror movies, right? They slap a different name on it, like it was an anthology, and just cut movies down to 20 minutes and cram them in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they did. Like Doll Man versus Demonic Toys.
Oh yeah, well yeah,
that was a 40. It's like 40 or 50 minutes or something.
Yeah,
that's not a movie. Like,
clip show is a movie.
Padded it out. Yeah, you could have padded it out longer. That's just embarrassing, you know, especially for like a long-running company.
Yeah. Charles Band never change.
But I love Full Moon. Just everything about Full Moon I love, because it's same with like Trauma, you know. I just love them as a whole, even with all the flaws, because that's what makes them what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen tons of Full Moon stuff, but it was just from like the physical media, a lot of, you know, renting the VHS tapes, and I have a bunch of them.
Yeah, I have a bunch of DVDs, the early DVDs.
Because they even did, like, they have the line of like family movies, and I have some of those.
Oh yeah. They do you remember when they tried their hand at I think it was only 2 movies. They tried their hand at kaiju, and they made 2 kaiju movies that are both kind of fun but really bad, and then they just quit.
It was kind of recent.
What are the
early 2000s? I think maybe even 2000, maybe even mid. Yeah, I think early 2000s.
I remember Robot Jocks and Crash and Burn, which is like the Robotech type deal.
I kind of like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, Full Moon. I just watched Trancers 3 last night, actually, for the first time. I'd never seen that one.
Let's go. I love that movie. I can't really defend
actually like it. It's kind of bad, but I liked it.
Is that the one? It's almost like a screwball comedy kind of deal.
No,
it's more of a serious tone, or at least they try. Well, I don't know. Actually, with those the military guys, those guys, the fucking dorks, like the incompetent military.
I mean, I think
I think they meant it that way.
I mean, 4 and 5 was like when he went back to medieval times or something. I think that was more kind of the screwball kind of stuff.
Okay, I haven't got that far yet. I've only gotten to 3.
3 was the secret government transfer program that oh shoot, what's his name?
The guy from Graveyard Shift.
Yeah, and the Dirty Harry.
Stephen Mocked.
Oh, Andrew Robinson.
Andrew Robinson's the villain. Yeah.
Was it? I thought. Wait, was it Andrew Robinson?
In 3, he's the head of the program.
Oh, is he the guy with the glasses and the? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but they jump around a lot in time. Like he goes way to the future, and you know, there's another source of transfers, Jack. You got to go back and stop him. So he goes and then finds this military program. But I don't know. I thought it was a neat little. Should have been the final movie. They actually got Helen Hunt to come back and kind of write her out, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Because she was like a big TV star then, and definitely did not have to show up in a shitty Full Moon movie, but she did. So.
I believe wasn't it because I think she told Charles that she would, but it wasn't even like a contract or anything. And I believe that,
Okay.
if I remember correctly, that's why she did it, because she said, I told him that I would, and I wanted to see it through to that.
Yeah,
And
that's
she
awesome.
said, I believe she also said her experience was not bad on any of them. I think she also said, which can't be said about all of his movies or any of his other movies. So he probably took care of her because she was either a star or an upcoming star,
Yeah.
and who knows, whatever, he liked her, maybe, what, it doesn't matter. It worked for her. But yeah, it was fun movie, but like there's a lot of disappointments, because like the premises are really cool, like where he goes to the future to like a Terminator 2 style, and you think he's gonna fight a bunch of trancers. There's like only one trancer, I think, in the whole movie. Well, maybe two, I guess, if you include his ex-wife and stuff. So some of the ideas are like really failed, but yeah, it was still fun, because like Tim Thomerson never phones it in his whole life. So it's still good. It's still fun.
Yeah, I think that was the last one that had any kind of budget, really. Then 4 and 5 was Romanian productions, as they started doing all the time, because it saved so much money, and it was like a weird sword and sorcery bullshit. And
I've only ever heard like 2 or 3 people ever talk about anything beyond like the second or third. So
yeah,
I've seen some people say like, I like them all. I know the last few are bad, but there's always going to be that. I'm always like that too. I get it. I'm always like, I cling on. Cling on to fandom sometimes.
and there is Trancers 1.5. If you haven't seen that,
no,
the short that they did.
I haven't seen that.
It was supposed to be a movie called Pulse Pounders. It was going to be an anthology of a Transfer sequel, a Dungeon Master sequel, and a new Lovecraft short from Stuart Gordon with Robert Crampton and Jeffrey Combs.
Ooh. Oh shit!
It was never released, and they thought it was lost, but they found VHS copies of the Transfers part and the Stuart Gordon one. So they've since released those. I think they're both on Tubi. You can check them both out. But
Charles Band found more VHS
copies. Well, I mean, this one I kind of tend to believe him, because it's like, if you had like this pseudo Transfer sequel sitting around all this time, and he would have released it by now. So
yeah, this can be actually verified.
Yeah. So this one is like a Transfers movie if it took place in one room.
No, I still want to see it.
It's got Helen Hunt and Tim Thomerson, so it's cool.
Did Charles like put it out on DVD or anything, or is it just online only?
It's on the Blu-ray of the new Blu-ray of Transfers, and then I think it's available on Tubi like separately to watch.
Oh, okay. I'll check it on Tubi. Yeah, I just have Transfers on DVD. It'll do for now. Although, if someone puts out a nice set or something of Transfers, which maybe there even is one, I would buy that. I would buy like a cool box set or something. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first one a bunch as a kid.
It's fun. I fucking love the first one. It's the best.
Yeah.
Although I wanted my only complaint with the first Transfers is I wanted more of like, the beginning scene where he's in the Blade Runner type world. I wanted more of that, but I get it. We already have Blade Runner. But I still.
Are you going to pay for it, Elon?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
It costs money. Yeah, your audio was all cutting out and acting weird.
It was better the last like minute that you talked, though. It got less bad. Less bad.
I'll shut up and not stop ruining the show.
No, it's not that bad, and we're near the end, anyways.
Yeah, Intruder is a fun one. The supermarket slasher.
Yeah.
It's like trying to be. It's Scott. What's his face? So it's trying to be like a um, Sam Raimi version of a slasher movie, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but you have to if you're gonna watch it, you have to watch the uncut version because in the original VHS version, they cut out like pretty much all the gore, and
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah,
there's
I've
a
heard
lot of
that.
really good gore in it. So you have to make sure you see because it's like it's a huge out of any 80s slasher movie where you have like the R-rated versus the unrated version. That movie makes like the biggest difference.
Yeah, because so many of them were like, really, what's why did I bother to try to figure this out? There's like no difference.
Because there's like some crazy gore scenes in the uncut version, and they're completely cut out in the R-rated version.
Yeah, I mean, a slasher without gore is we all know there's no way to pull that off. Sorry.
Well, Halloween did it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
The
yeah. There's no
Texas
gore
Chainsaw
in the first
Massacre.
Halloween. You're right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess it can be done. I guess it's just hard.
Yeah, but well, especially when that was the intention, and then it just gets cut out late in
That's
the
true.
game.
Yeah, that's true. As
Um,
has been done with other movies. Maybe not as bad as this though.
yeah, another big one was like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Yeah, I've
But
heard the uncut version is way better than the.
but I don't think I think some of the stuff that was cut out was lost.
Okay.
So there's like an unrated version, but they only restore a couple of bits, and there was a lot more stuff that was supposed to be in there that was lost or something. I don't know.
Just that old underrated DVD that they put out in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I don't know if
Everyone has it.
there's been a better version that's been restored and has more of the footage.
If it doesn't exist.
Yeah. All right, I have to go to the bathroom.
Perfect time to end it then.
Yeah, and so as far as next week, I don't know, because we were talking about true crime documentaries. We could talk about those if you guys want. There's another documentary that was never actually released. That's about so it's very of the time. It's called Conspiracy of Silence, and it's about you know child sexual assault cover-ups, basically.
Ooh, that'd be an
And
interesting watch.
it was, I think, supposed to come out on HBO, and then it got blocked from release, and it never came out.
Too controversial.
Or somebody, or who knows.
Yeah, could be a number of reasons.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
So we could talk about I don't know if there's enough to really talk about like movies about conspiracies, or conspiracies about movies, like the Stanley Kubrick trying to with The Shining, trying to confess that he faked the moon landing footage or whatever that one is.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
guys have heard
right.
that?
Yeah.
But do you think there's enough to really? Because are you guys interested in any of that stuff, like conspiracies around movies?
Yeah.
I'm interested, but I don't know that I have a lot of knowledge right now to contribute to it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I do either, but yeah, well, interested though.
There's also like JFK documentaries and conspiracy documentaries.
I need to watch one of those. What's the best JFK documentary that's watchable?
I don't know.
I've always wanted to watch one.
I think there's one on the JFK, the Oliver Stone movie.
Okay.
The DVD. But yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but the Octopus documentary on Netflix. So that's a conspiracy documentary.
I need to check that out.
I don't know. We could try it because this is a movie, an unreleased documentary, that Conspiracy of Silence, that is worth checking out. And there's like the alien conspiracy, so Roswell.
I fucking love those. Any alien conspiracy.
So that would count.
Yeah, and it's not like we have to know everything right now. We can also think on that topic for a couple days.
Because there's just like the Unsolved Mysteries episodes about conspiracies, like there's enough for me right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good.
Tom, did you get the do you know the label Terror Vision?
Yeah.
They released, I think maybe a year ago, they released an Unsolved Mysteries CD with all the music from the show, I guess, or all the relevant stuff. It's a lot of shit. It's got to be like 70 minutes of music. I think it's just one disc, but it's a lot. It's packed, and it's really cool to listen to.
Oh, I'll check that out. I know they released it on vinyl, but it went out of print.
Oh, okay. I have the CD. Yeah, it's got a great booklet in there with the interview with the composer and everything. Great photos and stuff. It's all around worth getting. Probably $12, I think, for the CD.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
cheap. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I think my girlfriend's telling me that it's only recently been uploaded to Spotify too, if anyone just wants to listen to it there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Cool. All right. I think we'll head out. Thank you, James and Simon.
Our transnational gang.
Yeah.
Transatlantic.
Oh.
Oh, Dragon Slayer, right?
No.
Oh, you changed it.
Well, do you listen to the same record every week?
I thought you were just into that Dragon Slayer. You're just like, this is all I want to hear for a month.
Citizen's Arrest, Colossus. So this is like I think from 1990, New York hardcore band. Cool. And they have a really cool sound because it's a little bit like Boston hardcore, like SSD, and then a little grindy, and then a little Fugazi.
Wow, that's an interesting combo of sounds.
So if you can imagine a New York hardcore band that's incorporating like SSD and Fugazi and some grind.
You said a little bit like Boston, and then paused a little bit, and in my head I was like, a little bit like Boston. The band Boston. That's so amazing.
Boston hardcore.
Yeah, man, that singer can just hit those high notes. You know?
But I have the original press, but I saw this for only $8. They did a reissue that has compilation tracks and their demo and a 7-inch.
Ooh, cool. So I would have snagged that too. Had I known what it was, which I wouldn't have before now. But it sounds cool.
Yeah, so this to me is a really great underrated hardcore
I'm gonna listen to that.
Oh, and the other fun thing is that the singer of that band, he's in Friday the 13th Part 8. So if you remember like those punks that Jason runs into because he kicks over their boombox and then the guy threatens him. There's the skinhead guy. He's the lead singer of Citizen's Arrest.
Probably did it for free. Doubt he got paid.
I'm sure he probably got paid like an extra because I don't think he says anything.
Oh, okay. That's cool that he's there though.
All right. The record fell out. I'm a disaster.
Oh no.
Oh, that's why I hate records, just for that reason alone.
Yeah, buy another one now.
I can't.
And it's on trendy blue vinyl.
Oh, of course. It looks good. I like colored vinyl. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a vinyl guy, so I
do too. And it's I do find it funny that people are only black vinyl people. I don't know.
It's just they're so cool to look at. When they are. It's like, oh.
we're all into
Pretty
our own
color.
thing, but I'm like, what, you care about the color of it that much, really? But
I will say most of the colored vinyl I bought, most of it by accident, I didn't know. But when I pull it out and it's cool, I'd be like, oh, I love looking at this. Pretty colors.
Yeah, the one I usually don't care, but there's a few I have that are actually pretty. The biggest one is the Relapse did an Amorphous Elegy colored vinyl reissue that was exclusive to the website that I have, and it mirrors the colors of the album cover, and it looks really
Blues.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be cool.
that sounds
That'd
awesome.
be a perfect. That'd be a perfect.
I could pull it out if you really want to see it.
And then you guys, well, you might as well. I'll talk for like 30 seconds anyway. But that you guys ever get like a red, it's an album with like a red cover, and then you pull the vinyl and it's like fucking sapphire blue.
Right? Yeah.
Like, that's always weird. I don't get that at all. Like enslaved in times. It's a red, very much red and black album cover, mostly red, and then you pull it out and it's like sapphire blue.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. That still looks cool, but it looks nice and cool, but I like when it fits the album cover, the colors.
Do you notice a difference in sound?
Not me, but I have kind of bad hearing, and so I don't think I pick up on a lot of like super intricate things that I'm jealous of some people for picking up on.
Yeah,
I think I miss out on some of that.
I just haven't never noticed a difference. I know people say black sounds better, but I've never heard it.
Yeah, I just don't think I can. Oh, that's awesome. And with pink, because there's no pink on the cover.
No,
So
there is.
Oh, is there? Shit, I guess I haven't looked at it in a while.
See, there's like little things of pink in there or purple.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have said if
Okay.
you asked me if there's any pink on that cover. I would have said no.
Yeah, I thought it was all blue hues. That's really cool though.
And this is like limited to 500, so this is like impossible to find.
Oh, yeah, on Relapse original pressing. Yeah, that's probably expensive as hell on fucking Discogs.
Yeah,
I would bet you that goes for well over. I'm gonna say well over 200. No, in Discogs it could be 1,000.
I think I got it for $15.
Yeah,
or something.
I don't remember. Did you get it when it came out?
No.
Oh,
maybe,
okay.
Maybe a year ago.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought it'd be long out of print. Or I mean, it is out of print, but I thought it'd be long.
It was, but I just
long,
got
inaccessible, and okay, shit.
But like a lot of these sort of. Let me change the sort of Holy Grail records I've got. I just gotten deals on because people don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know. I love that. I'm like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to tell you that you're wrong. I mean, I'm gonna give you what you asked for.
Do you know the movie The Last Slumber Party?
No.
That shitty slasher movie from the 80s?
I don't think so.
There's metal songs in the movie, and I have the record from that band.
Hell yeah.
Did a private press of their album, and it would go for like $500.
Oh yeah, any of that private press stuff from the 80s and 90s, fucking, it's so expensive now. I mean, why wouldn't it be? It's a lot of that shit is Holy Grail material for for the vinyl guys.
But I got my copy for $50.
Yeah.
But I just waited on it. Let's see here.
What a weird time. You got to admit, back, like I said, 80s, 90s, that private press stuff. I always do wonder, because I don't know a lot about it, but like how it came into play, and it's kind of cool. It's got to be some cool history, especially when vinyl was, it wasn't when it wasn't, mass produced and all that, or not as much, not as mass produced.
Yeah, it's hard to. There's a couple listings, but it's hard because people on Discogs, people just list the wrong thing constantly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they do.
But there is one for $200 that confirms that it is the one I have.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised it's not going for more than that.
There's one for 22, but it's probably just like a black version, you know.
It can't be the same. Or maybe that's an unauthorized, because I've seen unauthorized stuff on Discogs many times, because if they don't consider a flat out bootleg, or it just hasn't been reported yet. You got to love that too, when you know something you see like that's only here because no one's reported it yet, because someone hasn't.
Yeah, Discogs is a mess, but
a fun mess, but a mess. Yeah, it's a mess.
All right, I have to pee really bad.
Yeah, but you do.
Have a good night, everybody. So I think we'll do movie conspiracies or something related to that next week.
I like it, even if I just have unsolved mysteries, and I'll watch the octopus thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to anyways, so.
Okay. Or if you've seen JFK. I've not seen that in a long time.
I never did see it.
I haven't either.
Okay, it's long though. It's like 3.5 hours. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night. We'll do the end banner. So if you want to email me some dirty pictures.
Sky's the limit.
Please don't. Actually.